Hello, people. Welcome back to Spill the Tea Lou. Welcome back to Teacup Castle. Welcome back to another World Cup watch-along. I am a bit late, guys. I'm more than a little bit late. Unfortunately, that is because apparently journalists love dropping news right as games are about to kick off, which is absolutely just fantastical. Obviously, the news has come out. The Ederson deal is off for Man United, which means I have things that I need to do because I'm a one-woman show. And if I don't do it, nothing happens on this channel. So bear with me. I'm going to get the timer right so we can kick off the match together. And then I'm just going to have to take care of some admin. Okay, the game is kicked off. Welcome. Obviously, those of us who are on the Discord have been already having a little bit of a chat about this news, about the Ederson news, but not everybody is on the Discord. So, yeah, Ederson deal is off as per Fabrizio Romano. We are here to watch Spain versus Belgium. However, you will have to bear with me a moment. Yes, bonkers, I'm very aware of that, but I'm one human being and I can do one thing at a time, and he was in the original lineup. So there's just not really anything I can do about that right now. I have to, I'm doing the watch along. I'm trying to get the stuff out for the Ederson deal, and I'm doing the lineup. So there's only one of me. There is only one of me. So bear with me while I try and do three things at one time, and just do please try and have a little bit of patience with me, folks, because obviously the timing is not sensational. So we are kicked off. We have Spain. We have Belgium. One thing at a time. Now, let me just get this up. It's so frustrating when they drop it all right before kickoff. I actually don't understand why would you do that? Just do it an hour ago so we have time to sort it out. Right. Okay. Does anybody think there's a possibility that Belgium win this? Or do we all think Spain are going through? Do Belgium actually have a possibility of winning and going through? Or do we just think Spain are a dead cert? I don't know if Spain are a dead cert, you know. Spain were going forward there, but it hasn't come to anything. All Boxed Up says, go on, Belgium. Rob says he thinks so. Bonkers reckons a slim chance. Damien reckons it's Spain that go through. And Daz wants to talk about referees, which is phenomenal. Okay. There we are. All right. Don't mind me talking to myself, lads. It's the fastest way for me to get anything done is that I talk myself through it. Boom. Spain are going forward here again, guys. I am paying attention to the match. I'm just paying attention to multiple things at one time. So do excuse me as I natter away to myself. But I am watching the match. If anything happens, I will tell you, I promise. Not the ideal start to the stream, but look, it's that, or you would have had to wait for me, and I didn't want to be any later than I already was. So here we are. It's one of them things. Although, to be honest, you would all start to worry if I was doing things absolutely organised. At least in this case, it's not actually my fault. Somewhat. Oh, we don't want to hear me. How do I mute me? Nope, let's mute me. Okay. And yes, thank you very much to Solid Blake, reminding everybody to please hit that like button. Please also, oh yeah, stupid sausage, yeah. Please also, no spoilers in the chat, guys and gals. As I said, I'm aware that there's a lot of things going on right now, but I am keeping an eye on the football. Let me say hello to you guys. I should do that. So I did see Damien was in first. Hello to Damien and Rob, who was second. And we'd lovely Lucky and Tom. And who else have we got? And obviously Bonkers. And who else? And Daz. And there's Shem, lovely Shem and Josh. Have I got everyone? And obviously Solid Blake is here as well. He's on the screen. Pure, come on you Spurs is here as well. Right, we've got everybody. We've got everybody, guys. Everybody's here. Please do hit the like button. Hopefully we're in for a good match. Hopefully it's going to be exciting, guys. If it's not, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed after all the hype we've had coming into the match. All of the backwards of the here we goes, the here we go. That is, hopefully we're in for a good match as well. Oh, I see what's happened. I see what's happened. Sometimes the faster you try to go, the slower things happen because we do silly things. Isn't that how it is? Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now, let's just try again. It seems to be a reasonable start, to be fair. It does seem to be a reasonable start. It's not like real super slow. So that's always good. Okay. I do like that Belgium kit. I know it's nothing like the colours on their flag, but it is a really nice kit. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's lovely. I do like that. Thank you, all boxed up. We'll get there. Look, there's always a little bit of chaos at Teacup Castle. It's just that today I've had some help with the chaos, and I don't need help with chaos. I can do it by myself. So, you know what I mean, lads? To be fair, the news isn't unexpected. It's just the timing of it being dropped is a little bit irritating. But sure, look, what can we do? It's one of them. It is one of them. It's all right, Shem. We can see you. Yeah, there was Damien, Rob, Lucky, Tom, and then Shem. Okay, fair. Yeah, YouTube seems to be on one the last little while. But thank you very much to all box up. Thank you very much. It's going to be a very fast game if this is the way it's going to be. What I will just say is I appear to be slightly behind where my timer says I am. So let's just fix that. RTE being RTE, you know yourself. Right, that's me properly now. That's just me. Van Aken instead of Tielemans. Hurt in the warm-up. I'd heard the news, but I hadn't heard like the ins and outs of it. Solid Blake getting in with the super sticker as well. Thank you very much. Let me pull the chat up on my phone as well, guys, because then I'll be able to see the super sticker properly as well. But thank you. Oh, we've got the Foxy. It's the Foxy. Thank you very much to Solid Blake as well. Guys, you are just fantastic. You are very, very good with the super chats and super stickers, and they're so appreciated. I see Star-Lord has joined us as well. And yes, it's the Foxy from Solid Blake. So thank you very, very much. We're going to have a free kick here, guys. Free kick. Courtois is organising things. But who was going to take this for Spain? I mean, it was straight to De Bruyne, really, is where it went to. De Bruyne doesn't play for Spain, so does that mean it was a bad free kick? Although it's ping-ponging around, they've only just got it out of the box now. So, I mean, good or bad, it probably ended up doing what they wanted it to, which was to cause a bit of danger. So you probably can't complain about it too much. But it didn't seem like the best free kick I've ever seen in my life, to be fair. All right. Jockey's on the ground. He's back up, but he was on the ground temporarily. Are we in for a physical game? Hello, Mavis. Welcome to the chat. You'll be shocked to know it's chaos as usual in here. Yes, Linda, the Ederson story is true. It's all off. To be fair, we're not overly shocked. We've been talking about it being off for a few days in here. Actually, as soon as the Santos news came out, we more or less said it was going to be off. But it's come out from Fabrizio, so it's definitely true. Fabrizio wouldn't tell us a lie. But it's definitely off. It's not, it's not some ITK or sort of, it's Fabrizio that's come out with it. So it's definitely 100% off. But as I said, I'm not overly surprised because I did hypothesize on the show the day before yesterday that I thought Santos was instead of Ederson. So, not too shocking. And you know what? Probably not the worst idea. I do hope we don't go to Kone, though, because his injury history is brutal. Absolutely brutal. That would be the last thing we should do. If we don't get Ederson for an injury and then we go and get Kone instead, that would be ridiculous. Yes, Solid Blake. It did seem inevitable. It just seemed really like there was the terms that were being used, that it just, none of it seemed quite right. It wasn't quite adding up. Shout out to Daz. Thank you very much for the super chat. Let me get you up. Thank you. Very much appreciated. And right, have I fixed it? Yeah, so not shocking. I feel like they tried to purposely mislead us, if I'm totally honest with you, with Ederson. It does feel like they've purposely misled us. And let's not forget, we got Højlund from Atalanta, didn't we? And he had a back injury. And now they've tried to sell us Ederson with a knee injury by getting him to play before he was, by what all accounts, fully healed. So I don't know if I would be doing business with Atalanta again, because apparently they think we're a big old bunch of mugs. and they're trying to make an agent off us, basically, which is obviously not what we want. It's not a good look. I'm glad we've backed out, though. I'm glad we haven't been like, oh, it's been here we go, we can't possibly back out. I am glad if backing out was the right decision, that's what we've actually gone and done. Don't be wrong and strong. If you realise it's not right or there's something wrong with it, then do just get rid. Do you know what I mean? Don't follow through because you don't want to lose face. I'd rather lose face than lose money getting a player that's not actually going to work for us. Harold says, I'm 53 years old, and in all this time, Norway has only been to 3 tournaments, 1 Euros and 2 World Cups. As a result, I've adopted 2 teams as mine during the tournaments. Those 2 are Spain and Brazil. Even with Norway doing well, I want Spain in the final. I'll be honest, I don't mind once it's not Argentina. They've just absolutely grated my gears now. Hold on, guys. There we are. I was halfway down the screen. But yeah, so I don't mind. I'm more or less anyone but Argentina at this point. I mean, preferably not England either. Sorry, guys. But definitely just not Argentina. So Spain, France, Belgium, Norway, I don't mind. Just definitely not Argentina, and preferably not England either, would be my my stance on the matter. Let me see. Okay. Everything seems to be in good working order. Considering the hectic start we had to the stream, everything does seem to be in good working order at the moment. I just forget about him, you know. That's probably exactly what it is. He's like, oh, they're a pack of idiots. Just try and sell them anybody. He's got an injury. United will buy him. That's what it feels like, really and truly. So I'm really, really glad we haven't gone wrong and strong. I'm actually really glad we've looked at it and gone, do you know what? This is not a good idea. Let's actually just not do it. I'm really glad that's what we've done. Because I do think previously we would have just bought him anyway, because we would have been like, oh, well, we've come this far. We might as well just see it through. It'll be fine. So we've actually learned a lesson. I'm delighted. Linda says it's coming home. I don't know, Linda. You've already done better than I thought you were going to do. So, I mean, I don't think it... Oh, no, we don't want to hear me twice. I don't think it would be the craziest thing in the world. I just would prefer if it didn't happen, you know? That's all. Let me see. Nah. NS Sports, hello, says ABA, anyone but Argentina. How are you talking about? I'm so out of the loop, guys. I'm trying to get involved in the conversation now. I am trying to catch up with the chat. Starlord says, unpopular opinion, Yamal will be washed by the time he's 26. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. I'd say it's more of a hot take than an unpopular opinion. It might not be popular either. I would probably call that a hot take, though. But Damien says it looks like a possibility about Yamal. And I thought I saw somebody say something else in a minute. Oh, Starlord followed it up, said he's playing too much and getting too much fame and money too early. Time will tell. Time will tell. Haha. You clutch away, Linda. I mean, if my country was in it, Ireland wouldn't have a hope on God's green earth, but I would still be cheering them on. Ireland would never, never, never win, but I would still be hoping for it. Do you know what I mean? You have to hope. What's the point of watching football if you never think your team's going to win anything? So, yeah, I wouldn't. You clutch away. I mean, I'm not going to be clutching with you, but you certainly clutch. Go right ahead. Josh says he might be burnt out when he's 26. And Harold says, I think it depends on his mentality and yes, overplayed or not. So yeah, I do think, look, it very much depends on the player. Everybody is so different. And the way one player might behave, another player wouldn't. So it does very much depend on the player. If he's quite a grounded person and he's the right people around him, it won't matter how popular he gets. But yeah, it's one of them. It's a kind of a wait and see type thing. Spain have definitely looked the better team so far. Linda says, I'm clutching so much, my car needs a new one. Tell you what, a clutch for a car isn't cheap. Nothing for a car is cheap, actually, to be fair. Cars are expensive. Cars are very expensive. Right, let me just sort maybe self out. Yes, Lucky, that's true. Atletico Madrid are buying Morten Ullman. That was, I think, yesterday. That one was put out there. I can't keep up with all the stories. But yes, that did come out, I believe, yesterday. Morten Ullman is going to Atletico Madrid. And obviously, he was another one that was initially somewhat linked with United. I think that was more of a fan theory than anything, though. My in-laws are from Belgium, so, well, they live in Belgium, so I would prefer Belgium. Also, I don't like paella. Wet rice just doesn't do it for me. There's something about wet rice that doesn't feel quite right when you're chewing it. So, not a fan of paella. I would prefer Belgium. I'm not like, I don't really care as such, but I mean, if I had to pick one, I would probably prefer Belgium. Just because. I tend not to base my opinions on people's looks, to be fair, Linda. Not really how I roll. To be honest, I try not to discuss people's looks on the channel too much because I think when it's the other way around, it's not quite nice. Like, I don't like people discussing my looks. So I try not to discuss other people's. Harold says, La Masia are having some incredible talents coming up. Unfortunately, Barca tends to abuse them. Obviously in the way of football, not in the way of illegal abuse. Mavis says, and it's a great question, and yes, it is the hydration break. Thank you from Damien. Why aren't Arsenal putting in a bid for Bruno if they want him so much? And obviously she is referring to Bruno G, not Bruno F. We do have to specify that because there's so many Brunos at the moment. Please, John Hussam, check out my video from lunchtime today or lunchtime yesterday or lunchtime the day before, where you will find out why. It was to do with a knee injury, an injury to his meniscus, which should take more than 30 days to recover. He magically recovered just in time to play a few games at the end of the season, and then he magically wasn't playing because he was linked to a big club. So basically what happened was they tried to sell us an injured player, hoping we wouldn't know that he was injured, having already done the same thing to us with Rasmus Højlund. So Atalanta sold us Rasmus Højlund with an injured back, and we were too stupid and didn't realise. And so now they've tried to sell us Ederson with an injured knee, hoping we would again be too stupid to realise. So they've tried to trick us, Hassam, and it hasn't worked. Not the second time. We were on to them the second time. We do also have to remember that one of our old staff members works at Atalanta, and he's probably not too pleased with us at the moment. So basically they tried to sell us an injured player, and we figured it out. That is the summary. That is the summary, Don Hassam. But we've been on here talking about it since Santos, that Santos was likely actually going to be instead of Ederson, and once we got Santos over the line, Ederson would be cancelled. So there's the summary, friend. It's okay, Harold. We knew what you meant, but just on the YouTube, you know yourself, people take it whatever way they want. So better to just add the context. Star-Lord wants Spain to be humbled by Belgium. Mark my words, if Spain are losing by 85 minutes, you watch them do all the dirty shit like Argentina. Well, in that case, I want Belgium even more. I will go with you, Star-Lord. You lead the way. Yeah, Lou GPT. Who needs Chat GPT? I read all of the stories in existence. And then I'm like, right, this one's nonsense. This one's got the vibes. Let me see. I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing at Shem. Shem's talking about the trolls. Linda says, no wonder Murta got the job in Atalanta with the amount of money he earned them. Absolutely. You would give him a job, wouldn't you? By the way, hydration break's over, guys. You wouldn't know because nothing's happening still. Spain have looked, to be fair, Spain have looked a better team, but there's been nothing like danger since the start of the match, really. I have been on a little bit of a roll. I have been. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not infallible. I did get the Bruno G one wrong because I utterly dismissed that, and that appears to have been incorrect. Other than Bruno G, though, I have been on a bit of a roll. We said Tonali to Spurs wasn't crazy. We said he definitely wasn't going to Arsenal, despite everybody saying he was. We said that Diamande wasn't going to Liverpool, and it looks like he's not. Who else? We said about Anderson going to City forever ago. And if everybody remembers, back in like the start of the year when I had the lovely Kate from Kate and Jimbo on, I told you all Pep was going to be leaving City and why. So yeah, we have been on a little bit of a roll actually. We've been doing really quite well on the transfers. Considering it's all guesswork, we've been guessing pretty well. We've been reading the tea leaves. And now the Ederson being off because Santos is coming in again, instead rather than as well, the vibes be vibing. So we'll take it. Shem says, bring on Lukaku. They can't win when the tank is parked on the bench. And why is it that he doesn't start? Is it fitness? Is they like to use him as a substitute? What is the actual reason that Lukaku isn't starting? Harold. Harold says, I can't believe I ended up losing tomorrow's game. I'll be sitting in my car driving. I will not listen. I need to focus on driving. Hopefully it gets postponed to 3 or 4 hours later because he'll be home by then. I did. To be fair, I did. They were informed guesses. It's all guesswork, but it was informed guessing. That is true. Have to give myself a little bit of credit. I did put like a lot of work into the guesses. And then I trusted the vibes. He's not fully fit, says All Boxed Up, and Fitness, says Shem. Fair. Linda has a sick feeling for tomorrow. Well, so does Declan Rice, apparently. He's not feeling too well. He's been separated from the rest of the group because he's ill. So you have the suspension, then you have Declan Rice ill, and then you have another player that's injured. All Boxed Up says a half-fit Lukaku is still a problem to the opposition. Oh, good save. No, 1-0 to Spain. 1-0 to Spain. So Courtois made the save in the first instance, but then the rebound falls nicely for Spain. 1-0 to Spain. Let me get the score up to date, people. 1-0. Good news, it's not going to be 0-0. So, goal. And as Shem says, it was a very, very good team goal. And Solid Blake says Courtois pushed it straight back into danger. That he did. You do have to wonder, though, how has he got so much space in the box? Why is there no defender with him? Yes, Courtois, to be fair, it was bobbling and he had to get down to it. Why are none of the defenders with the goal scorer? Why did he have so much room to take that shot after the rebound? So I do understand, yes, he put it back into danger, but he did get down fast for a bobbling shot and it was a good initial save. Do you know what I mean? He's not superhuman. He's still just a person. That's a very good save. And if his defenders had been there properly, actually marking the attackers, the rebound, do you know what I mean? It would have been taken care of. There's supposed to be people there to help him. He's not supposed to be a goalkeeper and a defender. Oh, we have blood. Cucurella swings an arm, clatters him in the face, and now he's bleeding. I think he's a cut on the eyebrow. It was an accident. Well, like it was an accident. He swung his arm, though. Like he really was coming down. But it was a bit of a whack of an arm. Linda says Lavas would have saved it. So does Damien. Mavis says Spain are too good. Harold wants England at their best. If Norway are going to beat England, he wants to beat the best England. So there's no, oh, well, you only won because they were half strength. I mean, unfortunately, I think that might be out of your hands. They've got one suspension, one illness, and one injury is where they're at the moment. Let me... What a combo. Noel Gallagher and Penelope Cruz. What a combo. That's not what I expected. That's not what I expected to see today. What? That one's an unusual combination, to be fair. Yeah, exactly. There you go. It was us again. It's always us, guys. It's always the teacups. To be fair, Spain have been very much on top. They probably do deserve to be ahead. They've definitely been the more dangerous team by quite some distance. They've done all of the attacking. So Yamal has gone down. I believe he's won a free kick, but I can't tell. Linda says she has her excuses ready to go. I do just want to say, guys, Alex Crook from TalkSport is saying that his sources are denying that the Ederson deal is off. In the interest of fairness, I do want to put that out there. Alex Crook is denying that the Ederson deal is off. I don't know if I trust Alex Crook or TalkSport. I definitely don't trust them more than Fabrizio Romano. So, make of that what you will. Yes, he's ill, Solid Blake. He's ill. He's had to be segregated from the rest of the team because he's got some sort of a virus. I'll read it out. Oh, good save. Good save by Courtois from the free kick. Let me see. I'm going to bring it up here, guys. I'll read it out. I saved it because I knew I wouldn't remember. So let me pull it up. So, doubts over a key pair, Declan Rice and Mark Guehi, ahead of Saturday's World Cup quarter-final with Norway. Guehi has felt a tightness in his hamstring this week following the Mexico game. Meanwhile, Rice has been suffering with illness. Both players missed training on Wednesday. That is from The Athletic. Sami Mokbal says Mark Guehi suffered a hamstring strain in the win over Mexico. Danny Olmo was just run into Michael Oliver here, by the way. Michael Oliver, side of peace. Hamstring strain in the win over Mexico and is being managed ahead of the Norway clash, while Declan Rice is fighting slight sickness bug in double fitness blow for England. So that's BBC. And then I saw another one saying that he'd been segregated from the rest of the group as well. So Guehi, potential hamstring, but I don't think they've got any more defenders. So I think they might just have to play him even if he's injured. Declan Rice with a bug. Spain are absolutely flat to the mat here. Absolutely flat to the mat. Belgium having a hope. So Guehi. Guehi is the injured one. Oh, there's Brad. Oh, Stephen Railston's denied it as well. I don't mind Stephen Railston. I'd take him over Alex Crook. Huh. There is another twist. So Manchester United sources denying the Ederson deal is off. Samuel Luckhurst is saying it's not accurate that the Ederson deal is off. Which means that the report, so if United are denying that it's off, that means that the reports saying it is off have come from the player or Atalanta. And why would Atalanta or the player say the deal's off if it's not? United might lie and say it's not off because that will pump up the price of anybody else they try and buy because those teams will know they need players. So United have a reason to lie. What would Atalanta or Ederson have to gain by saying the deal is off if it's not? Ederson deal is like an episode of EastEnders. I don't know. I was quite relieved it was off, if I'm honest. I thought it was a good thing. I mean, it wouldn't be like Fabrizio to just completely miss. And as I said, I wouldn't really take Alex Crook all that seriously on his own. Stephen Railston, probably slightly more so. Samuel Luckhurst seems to be going off the reports rather than saying it himself. Oh, shot by Yamal into the side of the net. Can I just say, I didn't know this, but Atalanta also sold Romero to Spurs while he was injured. I didn't know that. So Atalanta are a bunch of sneaky gits. We know they sold us Højlund while he was injured. I didn't know that they sold Romero to Spurs while he was injured, and now they're trying to sell us Ederson, who's apparently injured. We've had a goal. Mavis put it in the chat, though. Mavis put a spoiler in the chat. So we've had a goal, guys. 1-1 Belgium. Guys, we say it on every single live stream. Don't put spoilers in the chat. Every single stream, every single watch along, we say it. It's 1-1. It was a very, very, very good goal. Very, very good goal. Very good header. Very, very good header. Stomach flu. That's obviously about rice. Is that? That's the first goal Spain have conceded in the whole tournament. Very interesting. I didn't know that. I knew there was some teams that hadn't conceded yet. That's very good. Well done, Belgium. Let's go waffles to Star-Lord. I love that. And Luke has said, game on. Solid Blake said, this is a much better game than last night. Enjoying this one. And yes, 1-1, game on. Shem says, Lukaku, who? It's a good question, Shem. It's a good question. I think last week or the other day, there was some news of them being a little sick, but I don't think it was supposedly at an extreme. Yellow card here, by the way, for a handball. I'm assuming that's a handball, but he kept pointing at his hand, Michael Oliver. So I'm assuming he means handball. He tried to pull his shorts off. De Bruyne was nearly jocked in the middle of the stadium. Yeah, no crisp talk was required today. So Kubarsi has got a yellow for trying to jock Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, why would you do that? Yes, thank you, Damien. I hadn't seen it the first time round. I had to watch the replay. This is the problem when I read the chat. Sometimes I miss what's happening on the pitch and I'm like, what just happened? I see somebody on the ground and I don't know how they've got there. Replays are important. Shem says that's one way to trip him up. I tell you what, though, I agree with Solid Blake. This is a much, much better game than yesterday. Much more interesting, much more fast-paced and enjoyable without being reckless. So even though it's a knockout, even though neither team wants to lose, they're able to attack. They're able to attack without being reckless. So far, far more entertaining. Rob says this is brilliant. Cucurella, by the way, was the one who kept him on side for the goal. They've just showed it. I don't really trust the AI things for the offside, but he didn't look offside in real time anyway, so we'll go with it. We will go with it. But guys, please do remember, I can't believe I have to say this again on every watch along. Don't put a spoiler in the chat. If I haven't said it, it's because I haven't seen it. So please don't put it in the chat. I thought we covered this on all 35 watch-alongs we've done so far for the World Cup, plus the ones we did at the end of the Premier League season. But I would just like to reiterate again, don't put spoilers in the chat, because I'm just getting sick to the back teeth of it now. He's not. He was in the original lineup. He then got injured in the warm-up, and then the news of Ederson dropped, and I was doing other things because there's only one of me, and I didn't update the lineup. Vanaken started instead of him, though. It was Vanaken that started instead of Tielemans. Tielemans was due to start but got injured in the warm-up. Hello to Hammers Football TV. I hope you are doing well also. Is the badge new? Have you updated the little logo? I like it. It's a good one. Very shiny. But welcome. Yes. Let me see if I can update it now. I didn't have time before we started because I was all over the gaff with the Ederson news. I wasn't organised. Well, it wasn't me. It was them. But let me see if I can get this updated easy enough. I'm sure it was Vanaken that started instead. Make sure I'm not lying to you all together. We have a corner here for Spain, by the way, but it was headed away. It didn't even beat the first man. So nothing to write home about. There is going to be another corner, though. De Bruyne is doing a lot of defending on these corners. He defended the first Spain corner as well. It's got through that one. Blocked. De Ketelaere, he's doing really well. He's had a good tournament and he's very good attacking wise, but he gets stuck in defensively as well, bless him. He works hard. It was Vanaken. Right. Let's swap Tielemans for Vanaken. Probably not spelt that right. Is it an A or an E? Oh, I did spell it right. Go me. Right. Let us. There we are. Yeah, so that's the Stephen Railston one. Manchester United sources are strongly denying the Ederson deal is off. United feels suggestions the transfer has collapsed is pressure to close the deal. So United think the players' camp has put this out, or that that Atalanta has put it out to try and pressure them into closing the deal, rather than making sure the medical is as thorough as it needs to be. I mean, really, that should be enough to put you off anyway. Like, if that's the tricks they're up to, that should put you off anyway. That should be enough. So United think it's somebody else's PR machine. Moonshine is with us. Hello to Moonshine. Shiny like my foot. Oh, love it. Let's see if Yamal tries to easily fall over a bit more from now on. He tends to go over a lot. Well, we're nearly at half-time. There was 5 minutes added to the first half, and we've had 3.5 of them. So we're nearly at half-time. But in the second half, we probably will start to see a lot more of that, because Spain probably would have expected to beat Belgium without too much trouble. And that's just not what's happening, is it? So we will see. Doku trying to go forward here, but Spain are defending well, and he's struggling to get around them. He does eventually get a ball in and out of play, so it's going to go for a goal kick for Simon. The journalists are all arguing over this. So basically, all the foreign journalists are saying it's off, and all the local journalists are saying it's not off. So essentially, the club is saying, oh, Ederson, off. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a title for a video, that is. That is a title for a video. Not one of my videos, but if I hadn't already done a video on him, or 5, that's the name of a video. I like that one, Damien. Well done. We're at half-time, guys, girls, goats. We're at half-time. Please do remember to hit the like button if you haven't already. Thank you very much to Hammers Football TV, reminding everybody to do the P's and Q's. Right, so we're half-time. We're 1-1. Very good first half. Very entertaining first half. Both teams appear to be going for it. Spain were very much on top for the bulk of that half. But then the minute that Belgium got out, they scored. And that's the thing. Yes, that's all right. He was in here earlier asking me for the DL. So tell him that Alex Crook of TalkSport, not that reliable, slightly more reliable. Basically, the English journalists say it's not off because United have told them it's not. And the foreign journalists say it is off because either the players' camp or Atalanta have told them it is off. United reckon the reason that that's rumoured to be off is because they think they're trying to be pressured into rushing the medical. I mean, wouldn't that just be enough? Wouldn't that just, if they're trying to pressure you to rush the medical, what does that tell you? Call the whole thing off. I mean, bloody hell. How silly do we have to be? This should be enough. Even if we weren't called it off before, we bloody well should be now. Mavis, I don't care what you do on other channels or other watch-alongs. This is my channel and my watch-along. And on every single one of them, the same message. There's a scroller that says it. The mods put it out, and I say it on every watch-along. So I don't care what you do on other channels. On this channel, you don't put in spoilers. If you put in spoilers, you'll be removed. It's very straightforward. No spoilers on the channel. I don't care what anyone does, anyone else. And don't be disrespectful of me on my own channel. Highly rude, highly disrespectful. Really, really, really disrespectful. Don't do it again. I will just remove you. It's honestly highly rude. Do you know what to do, Mavis? Let me just remove you since it's such a problem for you. Because honestly, the absolute height of rudeness from you. There you go. Go watch it somewhere else. Because that's just the height of rudeness. Absolute height of rudeness. You don't like how I do it here? Go somewhere else. There you go. Problem solved. In other news, thank you very much to Rob for a very, 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 very generous super sticker of the very lovely Foxy with a very beautiful shiny red heart. Thank you very much, Rob. Very generous. Very, very, very generous. I do appreciate it. And not Rob's first of the day either. All boxed up and solid, and Daz and Rob pulling out all of the stops. Guys, I can't stress enough. I don't care what other channels do. On this channel, what is the point of me doing a watch along if you're going to tell me what happens before I see it and ruin the game for me? I'll just not do watch-alongs then. Do you know what I mean? So if people don't like it or have a problem with it or don't want to wait, go watch elsewhere, because I'm not going to argue about it. There will not be spoilers on the channel. If you put spoilers in, you'll be removed. If you argue about spoilers, you will be removed. It's the height of bad manners. What happened, Moonshine, was that Mavis put in a spoiler for the first goal, despite the fact that we say on every single watch along, don't put spoilers, despite the fact that there's like a scroller saying don't put in any spoilers, despite the fact that it's put in every single watch along. Mavis decided to put in a spoiler, and then when I told her not to put in a spoiler, she decided to argue with me and tell me that on other channels where there's watch-alongs, they don't mind spoilers and the football's about moments. So I've escorted Mavis out of the building, since apparently she just wants to be rude and disrespectful. Why would I do a watch-along if the match is going to be ruined for me? Like, I don't want to know what's happened in the match before it's happened. It's said on every single watch-along. It's really rude. It's really disrespectful. If you like how other channels do it, go watch on other channels. I really don't care. Don't come in here being rude and disrespectful and spoiling it. It's just not. And it's said on every single watch-along. It's not as if it's a new rule. And I'll tell you what, I've never been on a channel where the host doesn't mind spoilers. Never. And I've watched a lot of YouTube, so I just can't imagine going on someone's channel and arguing with them and being so rude and disrespectful. Yeah, it is really highly disrespectful, and it just won't be tolerated, which is a pity, because Mavis has actually been a lovely part of our community to this point, so it's a real pity, but I'm not having it from anybody. Even if I like them, I'm not having it. It's not acceptable. And it's said on every watch-along, so there's just no excuse for it. All boxed up is unboxing. Hopefully, more goals for the second half. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Thank you very much to all boxed up. Big up to all of our super chatters and super stickers and normal chatters and normal stickers. Do we have it? I was going to say normal teacups. I don't know if we have any normal teacups in here. I don't know if normal teacups is our style. But thank you all. I do appreciate, by the way, everybody that does come in and doesn't put in spoilers and spoil the match for me. I do appreciate it, because I really enjoy the watch-alongs. So I do appreciate people that come along, respect the channel rules, and don't spoil the match for me. It's really, it seems like such a simple thing, but apparently it's not. So shout out to you guys who don't put spoilers into the chat. It's excellent. And yeah, that's it. Like, as somebody who runs a channel, you never want to remove somebody, because obviously the whole idea of having a channel is you want it to grow. It doesn't grow if you have to remove people. So you never want to remove somebody, especially not somebody who adds to the conversation the way Mavis has done. But when it's said on every single stream, when everybody knows about it, when the person's a regular, and when their answer is, well, it's on other channels, right? But you're not on another channel. Like, you're not. So, like, it's really unfortunate, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So now we know. Now we know. Everybody's on the same page. Yeah, normal teacups. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. It was worth a try, but probably not. And yeah, like Lucky is saying, let's just, we don't need to put the scoreline. I mean, guys, it's pretty obvious when I've seen something. I don't think I hide it. Do you know what I mean? When I've seen a goal, or I've seen, a maybe penalty, or I would like to think it's fairly obvious for everybody in the chat that when I've seen something, I do always tell you. It's not as if I just carry on. I do tell you when stuff happens. But the idea is we're watching it together. So if you tell me what happens before it happens, we're not watching it together, because I don't get to see it. I knew that goal. So I didn't get to enjoy that Belgium goal the first time, because I saw it in the chat already. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You have to keep the standards, because if you don't, what happens is it ends up like the Wild West. And while I would love Teacup Castle to grow, and we will get more teacups, what I don't want is people coming in ruining what we have, because we've such a lovely, lovely little space in here. It's chill, it's relaxed, it's a bit of fun. There's none of the rage bit and nastiness and name calling, and there's none of that like ick that you get on the internet sometimes. So while we do want to grow, we want to grow with people that can maintain that teacup vibe, you know? And yeah, respect the host, respect the chat, respect. Exactly. But look, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate because I really liked Mavis, but that's the way it is. That is the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Hello, Danny. Danny has just joined us. I'm looking at people here, because obviously we're on half-time, I'm seeing advertisements. I'm looking at people here. They're making sand angels on the beach. Like, how rude. How rude. Why would they be showing me the beach? They look like they've that see-through water, so I can tell you now they're not in Ireland. And they're just showing it to me like, lads, we don't have that. Like, don't be mean. Got a bit of FOMO now. I want to go to the beach. But yeah, yes. Anyway, that's enough negativity for one stream. Let us move along. Speaking of not being negative, that was a very good first half. So let's go back to the football. We're 1-1. Spain started the better team. Belgium took their chance as soon as they got it. What do we think is going to happen in the second half? Can Belgium get ahead? Because it's one thing when you're behind, chasing the goal and scoring. We've seen that a couple of times in the tournament where a team's gone behind and then they've caught back up. But can they go ahead? That feels like a different proposition for some teams. Scoring isn't the problem, going ahead is. And I think that's where it comes in mentally. Can Belgium go ahead? And if they do, will they sit in or will they keep going? Or do we think Spain comes out after half-time and they just completely go up a gear? I think you've got everyone, Moonshine, to be fair. Not to worry, Harold is off to sleep and rest. You have a massive day tomorrow, Harold. Tomorrow is Harold's 1,200-kilometre day. So sleep well, Harold. Do have a nice rest. And Damien says, I think Belgium can score one more, but whether it's enough or not, ... I mean, that sounds a little ominous, doesn't it? That does sound a little ominous. Spain were just so in control for so much of that half. They looked more dangerous. Like, I thought Belgium were going to be in real trouble. I thought Belgium were going to be like 2 or 3 down by halftime. Obviously, that's not the case, though. And now Spain are very much aware that Belgium are dangerous. Hello, David McGettigan from Galway. Hello. Who's this in the profile? Diogo Jota. I could only see a red jersey. I couldn't see what kind of red jersey it was. So welcome to David. I have to put it on the screen. See, when it's in the chat, the little logos are tiny for me and my eyesight's brutal. I have to put them on the screen so I can see them bigger and make them out. But welcome to David McGettigan from Galway. Yes, Norway versus England tomorrow, but Harold's going to miss it because he's going to be working. Harold's going to miss it working, so we are going to have to hold the fort down for Harold. Well, some of us, the rest of you will be going for England, but I'll be going for Norway. Guess is on our hollybop, so she won't be here. I don't know, maybe it'll just be me going for Norway tomorrow. I could be all on my own. Lucky says, Tuchel said he likes a close match. Well, what's not close is 9 attempts for Spain, 2 for Belgium, 3 on target for Spain, 1 on target for Belgium, which is obviously their goal. 3 corners for Spain, none for Belgium. Moonshines with me. Go on. Somebody has to help me out. But Lucky says, regardless of how, the most important thing is just to win the matches. Sorry. Lucky has a lot of respect for Norway. They're a good team. Lads, right, I'm ready for half time to be over. Do you know the way? All right, they're in the tunnel. They're in the tunnel. I was like, right, come on. Come on. It must be nearly time for the second half. David says all of Ireland are going for Norway. I'd say that's probably accurate, to be fair, David. Not to worry, Hammers Football TV. Thank you very much for being on the chat. Thank you for getting involved, saying hi. Lovely to have you. Sleep well. And yeah, fair. Yes, I agree, Solid Blake. I do think the second half is set up nicely. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because every time I think we're going to be good, it gets boring. So I'm trying not to get too excited thinking it's going to be good. I seem to be a jinx when I do that. Huge says, bring back the crisp talk. I don't know. We've got 2 goals without it this evening. We've done really well. We haven't had to go off on any random topics. That's how you know it's been an interesting match. We haven't had to go off on any random topics. But we'll have it to fall back on. We do have it to fall back on. They're all back out on the pitch now. That's what I was just... you missed it! Oh, and we had it wasn't an off the cuff. I mean, I think we spoke about crisps for about an hour yesterday. Probably longer, because it was half time as well. We started in the first half with crisps, and then the match was over and we were still talking about them. And I discovered you guys just don't have any crisps that are made by Tato. You guys just don't have them, which blew my mind entirely. So we went away on one. But yeah, you missed it. And it was a good one. Josh says it was Tom's fault. Oh, bugger, we've kicked off. I was waiting for the kickoff of the second half. I forgot about the stupid timer. I forgot I was supposed to tell you what happened. Right, I've got the timer on. Oh, God. Another ready salted. Flossie likes ready salted. No subs half time. Probably none needed in this match. There's been other matches where we've sort of said, come on, we need a bit of a sub. Somebody needs to do something here. In this match, though, I don't really think it was required. Not yet. So I don't mind that too much. But we'll see. Bonkers would be here for another hour, so we would. Josh, Flossie is at a family occasion today. She might be joining us later on into the second half, but she said she was unsure. She has a family event and she wasn't sure what time it would be over. But she's having a good time is where she is. Both teams have come out fast again, which is good. Because I do worry sometimes after the break they might slow down. Brannigan's mustard flavour, no. What is that? I don't even know if we have Brannigan's over here. Although it sounds like it should be. Brannigan's Crisps. I've never seen them before in my life. They're not available. Oh, there were KP. Yeah, we only have KP nuts over here. We don't really have KP crisps. Not in years and years. What were them ones? The salt and vinegar ones? They were like little chips. We had those ones. Were they KP? But I think that's it. No, we're not going back into the crisp talk. Not today. We've got a good match in our hands. Let's not miss it. But no, you've not seen them, Solid Blake, because according to Google, they're no longer available. They discontinued the brand in late 2020. They discontinued in late 2020. There you go. According to Google, I mean, unless your local shop had a backstock. Oh, Courtois had to come out there. Yamal was on to that, but so was Courtois. Yeah, that explains it, doesn't it? Well, they're not in circulation. You're not going to find them, are you? It was well done by Courtois. Yeah, they'd be well out of date by now. Do you think that'd stop the pubs? It's a bit out of date. It'd be all right. I always check the date on stuff I get in a pub, because you just never know. You can probably, well, I'd say you can probably get them on Amazon. You can get everything else on bloody Amazon. Can you? Let's see. Amazon. Well, if they're not being made, then no. Not that I can see. They do sell one called Burt's. Burt's Crisps. Never heard of them. But I typed in them ones you said and they showed me Burt's. So they're obviously the most closest link. Ball's gone out of play here. Joku's gone down. It didn't really look like a foul to me, to be honest, but I do think he's after getting a free kick. Is he? I mean, the two of them are sort of pulled out of each other. I don't really think there's much in that, if I'm honest with you. It's a corner. Right, fair enough. Because I was going to say it didn't feel like a free kick to me. So De Bruyne is going to take the corner. Oh, yeah. Hunky dories. We love a hunky dories. Trossard. Is it Trossard? Throws somebody on the ground. Either way, Spain got a free kick. Spain did get a free kick. It looked somewhat deserved, to be fair. There was a bit of wrestling. Somebody ended up on the ground. Reminder, guys, has everybody hit the like button? I always forget. I say it once right at the start when somebody puts it in, and then I just completely forget. Please do smash the like button. Yes, ref tomorrow is Turpin, the one that looks like Trossard. Yes. Hunky dories are in fact the reason that France won yesterday. Genuinely. Because there was nobody scoring until that happened. Spain it's kind of rinse and repeat of the first half here, guys. Spain are basically on top, which is how the first half started. Belgium having little chances, but primarily Spain. That is the way the second half has started. Shot, but it was wide. Shot wide. Oh, do you guys not like him? I don't know. Have I seen him in the World Cup yet? Maybe one match? Almo was sent it high and wide at the same time. He was multitasking, guys. High and wide. Highway robbery. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. We are about to see subs for Spain. At least one. At least one sub for Spain. If he has a stinker, they'll be calling him turnip instead of turpin. Oh, solid Blake, that was quite funny. That was actually quite funny. We have skips. Taysho does skips. I think Taysho does Monster Munch as well. Does Taysho do Monster Munch? Mighty Munch. Mighty Munch are the Taysho version. They're good. They're good. What teacup is it today? Well, I don't have any tea in it right now, but it's my Irish blessing mug today. We have both Walkers and Lay's. I don't like Walkers, and Lay's are for holidays. Taysho's are main crisps. We do, but Lay's and Walkers would be like in every shop here. It just wouldn't be the number one. Belgium are coming forward here. Oh, in the side netting. De Kuiper into the side netting. Ferran Torres coming on. Solid Blake says Marino will come on and score the winner. But there's going to be another sub, I think. So Ferran Torres and I think Pedri are coming on. Baena and Ruiz off. Baena has been quiet in this match. The last match he wasn't great either. So this match and the last match he's been quiet. The two matches before that he was very good. So Torres and Pedri on for Spain. We'll see if that gives them the bit of a cutting edge. And Do As Moonshine says, please do get the likes up. We're doing quite well on likes. Let me have a look. Yeah, we're 23 likes, guys. We're absolutely smashing it. Star-Lord, Belgium adding spice to the waffle with that football. Spicy waffles just sounds like something that should be banned. I haven't had fish fingers in years. Blast from the past, Josh. But like, Spain have really just been in control of all the possession. I pop my feet up, guys. Sorry, guys, bear with me. We're going to have a Belgium sub as well here, by the way. I would go for a chip sandwich, by the way. because I like fish fingers with beans, not in a sandwich. There we are. Axel Witsel coming on for Belgium. Why wouldn't that not go on my screen? There we go. There we go. Another save. The amount of saves the Courtois has had to make tells you who's in charge of this game, doesn't it, really? Everyone's saying what a tough question that is from Josh. He stumped everybody. Oh, that's made me giggle. Oh, Doku. He's been brought down. It's definitely going to be a free kick. Is it going to be a yellow? No, free kick. Doku was getting going. He was getting going, and Yamal just brings him down there. To be fair, Doku has been trying. It is Lukaku as well. You are right, Solid Blake. There he is. There's a few of them coming on. Jesus, sure, there's about 6 of them down there. Yes, Lukaku, Witsel, there's a heap of them. There she is. There she is. She's back with us. Everybody was worried about you, Flossie. I told them not to worry. You were having a nice time. Hello, our Wills. Right. Changes. Triple change, I think. So there's Witsel. They're showing me the crowd. I want to see the subs and they're showing me the crowd, right? So Trossard's coming off. Who else? Van Aken, who wasn't supposed to start, to be fair. Oh my God, guys, just show me the list, will you? Right, Trossard, Van Aken, De Kuiper off. Says, Witsel, Lukaku. De Kuiper I actually thought had been good, but he looked busted. He looked absolutely busted. And Vanaken was never supposed to start. He was the late stand-in. Trossard has struggled to get too involved. So I don't think any of them subs are particularly bad. We will see. Fresh legs. And as All Boxed Up says, the beast is on. Shem. Oh, that was nearly a good turn by Olmo. Nearly a good turn. Just not quite. Doku's trying. He sent it through. Oh, didn't get to Lukaku. Didn't get to Lukaku. Laporte. Laporte with his big old head in the way. For the next 35 minutes for the Waffle Brigade, says Star-Lord. Yamal. Oh, that was a good ball through, but saved by Courtois. And then kicked out of play by Oyarzabal. No, corner. It's going to a corner. As you should, Shem. As you should. Okay. Corner to Spain. They took it short. Solid Blake wouldn't mind another 30 minutes of this. I might. I haven't had dinner yet. See you soon, Wills. Yes, Flossie. He was in a little while ago. He stopped for a little bit, actually. Stopped for a little bit with us to have a chat. He's been involved in a few fouls now. That Belgium player, 23. We've all the visitors. Yeah, Courtois has been busy. You're right. Courtois has been busy. I'll tell you what, you might get your wish, Solid Blake, because while Spain are in the driver's seat in terms of possession and creation, they were like this in the first half. They scored and then so did Belgium. So you can have all the possession in the world. Do you see if you're not actually going to score? Makes no difference. $400 passes for Spain, 189 Belgium. 407, sorry, for Spain, 189 Belgium. Thing is, it just doesn't matter if you're not doing it, Mother. And I know they're attacking with it, but they're not doing anything, if you get me. I wouldn't say that, Wes. I wouldn't say that. I mean, if somebody plays France and beats them fairly, it's not a robbery. Exactly, Solid Blake. Possession doesn't mean much if you're doing nothing with it. Absolutely correct and right. Moonshine says, like Mourinho said, when teams said they had the most possession against him but lost, I'll take the win. They can go home with the match ball. And that's it. That is it. All you want to collect is the win. Courtois is on the ground here outside of his area. He's gesturing to his hip or the top of his thigh. His groin, somewhere near the top of his thigh / hip. I think he looks a bit... Are we about to see Sene Lawmans? Hold on. Are we about to see Sene Lawmans? Wait a minute, people. Wait a minute. What happened? Do we care? Get him off. He's sore. I don't know. The way he saved one of them, he did twist his leg a little bit. He's just sat down. I think he's hurt, you know. Oh, Solid Blake, don't be so sensible. No, he's walking. He's walking off, Solid Blake. Oh, it's the bloody hydration break. It's a bloody hydration break. I thought he was leaving the pitch. Oh, he's jogging. He's going to be fine. Party pooper. Party pooper. I was all excited. Good God. Good God. He's going to be fine. He jogged over for the hydration break. Well, that was exciting for a moment. Not anymore. Oh, dear. A little bit. It's past. Guys, give me a second. I think one of the cats has got locked in the bedroom because the wind blew the door closed. Bear with me a wee second and I'll be back. She's fine. She's totally fine. She was just chilling. She was like, what are you doing in my bedroom? Like, get out. So I have to have all the windows open. I mean, that's probably true. That's probably true, as because Lamans would have ended up getting the blame. Oh, yes. Boffman has just offered to buy kebabs for dinner after the stream, lads. We're winning. We're winning. Go on, Boffman. Okay. Count Dooku. Count Dooku is the name of Star Wars. Dooku, not the same, but close. Sorry, Josh. I always make you hungry. I always make you hungry. It's probably spelled the same, though. It probably is spelled the same. Let me... I love Star Wars. No, it's spelled differently. Count Dooku has a double O. Thank you, Damien. I just wasn't sure how to spell it. I do enjoy Star Wars. I'm not up to date with all the new ones. I know it's not popular. I like the prequels. It's not cool to like the prequels, but I do. Yes, I did just see that, but I've changed my mind now because Wes has frightened me. Wes has frightened me. Why would you say that, Wes? Now I'm panicking. Oh, now Belgium have to absolutely win, guys. Belgium have to win. Come on, Senna. Well, Lawmans knows Michael. Maybe Michael will help him along a little bit. And actually, to be fair, Belgium are having a tough time because they lost. Tielemans got injured in the warm-up. Vanaken, who was put on in his place, has had to come off. And now Lawmans is on because their number one keeper is injured. I'll ask him. No, that one's okay, because I was talking about kebabs, so that one's okay. But come on, Senna, let's do this. Let's do this. Harold. I love that you tried to convince yourself. I don't know if you saw, Harold. Courtois went off injured. Sene Laumans is on the pitch. And you're right, all boxed up. Courtois was having a really good game. He'd made a lot of really important saves. But Wes has frightened me. If Spain win this, I better not see the internet blaming Laumans. I better not. So, Belgium need to win this match. Yamal deflected. No, it's a goal kick. He's put it out himself. Yes. Let's go, Laumans. Let's go. But I will not have any Laumans slander. And just so we're clear, people, I'm stricter on the Laumans slander than I am on the spoilers. So just so everybody's aware, that's where the cutoff is for slander and Laumans. Okay? I'm not having it. I love Sene Laumans. Right. If Belgium could get a hold of the ball, have Belgium had any possession in this half, like, at all? Right. Dani Olmo. Azerbaijan's left it behind him. It's been defended. Cucurella. This was the moment, guys. We have just witnessed the moment. The moment. The handing over of the baton. We have just witnessed history, people. In a World Cup I wasn't going to watch. Olmo. Yamal took a shot, but it was blocked. I agree. And I don't care who calls it biased. I absolutely agree. And I've no shame. And it's not Delulu. It's factual. You can fight me. I'm feeling a little bit feisty today. Has anybody noticed? I'll fight the whole of Spain if I have to. Although, Belgium do... I know I said possession doesn't mean anything if you don't do anything with it, which is true. But you do need some possession to be able to score. Therefore, Belgium need to get the ball, at least for a second. Did Lukaku just push him in the face? Lukaku has definitely just pushed that defender in the face. Sorry, not the face, the throat. He's pushed him in the throat. Much better. Lukaku, you're supposed to get a hold of the ball, not the other player's bloody throat. I hide it well, don't I? I hide it so well. It is a teacup fact. It's written in the alms of the teacups. Well, to be fair, you and Shem can't argue with me. I'm sure maybe some of the Arsenal fans would, but as we know, I genuinely am not a massive fan of Raya. So. Tom is feeling emotional. I'll feel more emotional if they win with him on the pitch. Imagine they go through with him in goal. And I have to say, we do have to give... Maybe Shine... I'm Delulu. No, Belgium have done not one single thing since the subs were made, Solid Blake. You are correct and right. Do you know why? Because De Kuiper, isn't that his name? De Kuiper. This guy, De Kuiper, He was doing all their creation. He was involved in all of the few attacks they created. De Kuiper was involved in them. He's been taken off. Nobody's doing anything dangerous anymore. Also, to be fair, De Ketelaere was doing very well before Lukaku was brought on. So the two players that were creating the most danger aren't now. So yeah, it's very much down to the substitutes. Delulu is the Salulu. It is. Yeah. Little reminder for the people at the back. No spoilers, please. I don't care what you do on other channels. In here, no spoilers. Oh dear. Oh dear. Lamine Yamal is going to try again. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Oh, well won back by Belgium. Who's little blondie in the corner? That was quite good, wasn't it? He's won that back really well. Tom says, Lawmans won't put a foot wrong. Flossie, do you know what it was? The first half was very decent. Actually, it was highly entertaining. Second half, I don't think has been quite as good. But maybe that's because I want Belgium to win and Spain are playing better. So it might not be the match, it might be me. I might be feeling a little bit biased. I would say, though, Solid Blake said he wouldn't mind another half an hour of this. Your wish might be their command, because we've only got about 15, 16 minutes left. Romero versus Doku. Or no. Paro. Why did I call Paro Romero? Azerbayal off. Williams on. He's not been good today. The Spanish striker, he's had a bit of an off day. He's really not been good. He was very good in their last match. Today, he's not been great. Oh, no. In here, you just have to remind people, because even the regulars forget, apparently. Not these regulars, but some regulars, you know. Don't worry, Moonshine. Solid. Might get to see Lawmans face penalties. I don't know if I want that. I don't want them to go out in a way that he can be blamed. I love him. He's been so good for us. I don't want them to screw him. I'd rather he assisted a goal or something, you know? Star-Lord, I'm hoping Belgium get a late waffle. There he is on the sideline, waiting. Sene Lawmans. Thank you. Thank you to Tom. I love it. I love it. De Bruyne is sat down. Does he have cramp? He stood back up. I think he's just cramping a little. But shout out to Tom. I'll be honest, De Bruyne has not been great. I've seen him do more defensive work on the corners than I'm seeing him creating at anything. Yeah, everybody giving the W's for Tom. Bunkers wouldn't mind a waffle surprise. I love our chat. I do. I really do. There we go. There we go. The mystery's revealed. So, congratulations to Flossie and Flossie's daughter, and well done. It's bloody hard work, so it is. So well done, her. Yes, well done to... I thought that said well done to daughter Flossie, but it doesn't. It says well done to your daughter Flossie. But yes, congratulations to Flossie and Flossie's daughter. We love it. We love it. Yes, never mind Belgian waffles. We've got Irish waffle. Salamakers is going to come on for Belgium. Who's he coming on for? Oh. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the hoofing. Oh, good ball forward. Really well done. Well done to that little blonde man. Right, I need to find out who he is. That was really good shielding for Lawmans to get it. Really well done. Right, who's the little blonde man? Let us find out. I think we're going to extra time here, guys. Is he the guy that come on for De Kuiper? Is he Raskin? Who's the little blonde dude? Let me see. You're probably telling me in the chat, but I'm trying to find it here. If I can't, I'll come back. I'm looking at the pictures to see which one is blonde. I'm trying to do it like that. Process of elimination. Says. There he is. Joaquin Says. He's the little blonde man. So, thank you very much, David. It is Says. I hope you don't mean me, because it was on the screen. And I read it out. I hope you didn't miss me putting your super chat on the screen and reading it out, Tom, and saying thank you. But, yes, so Says. It was Says. And he's been very good. Very good since he's come on. So he has. Now, De Kuiper was doing a lot of work going forward creatively. Says has done a lot of work defensively. Really good defensive work. De Bruyne off for Salamakers. And to be fair, De Bruyne hasn't had a good match. Hasn't done a whole lot creatively and looked cooked. So probably time for him to come off. Looks like Dani Olmo is coming off for Spain. It's our wee friend Marino on. Well, he was quite impactful when he came on in the last one. Hopefully, he will be less impactful in this one. Harold wants a Spain goal. Harold, Sene Lawmans is in goal. What do you mean you want Spain to score? Come on. I know you said Spain are your other team and you have a soft spot for them, but Lawmans comes first. Yes, Flossie, we are a good bunch in here. I'm including myself, by the way, even though I'm not in the chat. I'm in the chat. So we are a good old bunch in here. We have a really nice crew. I do enjoy it in here. It's because we don't tolerate any of the nonsense. And yes, to be fair, all boxed up, De Bruyne also got a yellow. So he went down, looked injured, or like he, got a cramp and then got yellow. So taking him off seemed like a good idea. It is a nice cult of moonshine. Rob says this is his favourite place. I do enjoy it. I just like the lack of toxicity. I do think it makes a difference. You don't have to be like worried about what comment you put in case somebody hops on you, because it's there he is, save. Ugh! Goal Spain. Exactly what happened for Spain's first goal. Save, and then the second one goes in. But it's exactly, and look who it is again. Why is he not starting matches? But it's exactly the way the first goal went. Josh, you'll be in the bin. It wasn't a mistake. It was a save. The exact same as Courtois' save. And it was the rebound that was scored. And when it happened against Courtois, I mean, he should have really held on to it. That's not the point, okay? He saved it. But, yeah, he probably shouldn't let go of it. And that is what we didn't want. That is what we didn't want, because now everybody on the internet is going to blame Laumens for Belgium going out of the World Cup, when actually Belgium haven't been in this half of football. Lucky also wants Spain. I can't understand United fans who aren't Spanish shouting for Spain. But anyway. Oh dear. And now we're going to have the internet pile-on. Really unfortunate. No, thank you, Shem. I'm more than happy with my goalkeeper, who was absolutely sensational for my club last season. I wouldn't trade him for anybody. I think he's fantastic. And I won't be part of the pile-on. The thing is, Belgium haven't been in the second half at all. They've done nothing since the subs came on. They haven't looked like scoring. They've been really poor. Oh dear. Yeah, exactly. Every single time we've seen a team sit back and rely on their defense instead of attacking, they've lost. Every single time. Yes, Gaz, he did. He did. However, his teammates spent 45 minutes not even trying to score. So it was only a matter of time, really. To be fair, Hugh, you went for it in your last match. That's the thing. They got one chance in the first half and scored it. They haven't even got one in the second half. Look, he does spill it. He should hold on to it. It is a mistake. But go on. Good defending by Spain. Really good defending by Spain. By the way, there's 7 minutes of added time. Foul on Lukaku. No, foul on Doku. What's Doku doing in the middle of there? So Laporte, who was responsible for that very, very good defending a moment ago, he's the one that's conceded the yellow. It's a free kick for Belgium. Decent free kick, well defended. It was actually quite a good free kick, though. Oh, and well done. Sell again. Says, not sell, says. S-E-Y-S. Spain were about to really counter-attack. And he's done very well there defensively, says. He's been very good since he's come on defensively. I don't see Belgium scoring here. They're not even like... It's not even pressing the keeper. He's just stood there with the ball and they're just like, okay, we'll wait for you. No rush. Moonshine saying Yamal has been underwhelming. Harold's saying he reckons he'll be back and it's been due to the injury. Yellow card for Belgium. For Witsel. Spanish player down. Rodri. Studs were up there, you know, that was a dangerous one. That's very similar to what the red card was given for the other day. Studs were up and he's come in, like. But anyway, yellow was given. We're up and running again. Belgium are attacking. Good ball in. Very good ball in. But Spain defend well here. And that's the thing. Spain haven't just been good going forward. They've been very, very good defensively. They've cut it out before it's got anywhere near. Oh. Was Lukaku versus Simon. And Simon wins the free kick. So I reckon this is done and dusted, to be honest. I just feel for Lawmans because it's going to be a pile on him. It's not his fault they hadn't scored. Spain are coming forward. Saved by Lawmans, and he doesn't spill this one. I do agree. Solid. Like, Spain have been the better team. Spain do deserve the win. I completely agree. But I do feel quite sorry for Lomans because we know how good he is. And they didn't look like winning even before he came on the pitch. Because you can't win without scoring. Match is over. Spain go through 2-1. 2-1. And they do deserve to go through. They were the better team. So well done to Spain. They played to win. They attacked. They were the better team. They absolutely deserve to win. I just feel sorry for Lomans. Because we have to remember, Courtois conceded one as well. So there was 2 goals conceded. Only one of them were Lomans. And none of the outfield players went to win the game. Certainly not in the second half. So, look, he's coming back to United and we'll mind him. But yeah, I'm gutted for him, Damien. I am gutted for him. But look, that is us, guys. Thank you very, very much for being here. Very much appreciated. Special shout out, All Boxed Up, Solid Blake, Daz, Rob, All Boxed Up again, and the very lovely Tom. Thank you all for being here. Smash a like if you haven't done so already. Congratulations to Mama Flossie's daughter. Back tomorrow, guys. 12 o'clock. Have a very lovely rest of your night.